Let's talk about how to finesse the speed rushing outside linebacker in college football 25. So the speed rushing outside linebacker is honestly not supposed to be in this game. It's only supposed to be 3 archetypes for that outside linebacker: run stopper, power rusher, and then also pass coverage. So the speed rusher happens occasionally when you move a guy to that outside linebacker. Sometimes they turn to a speed rusher. And when they turn into a speed rushing outside linebacker, they kind of just stop progressing, man. So they still will get their coins. They still will get all their skill points. They still will level up, but they won't be able to actually spend their coins because they're this speed rushing outside linebacker. So if you get one of these guys and kind of go through player development, they're going to get all of these coins. And then when you do move them to whatever position, they're going to spend all these coins at once and they're going to shoot up in overall. I'm going to show y'all that in this video. If y'all do enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch as well. So the first thing I want to show y'all is who I recruit to get these speed rushing archetypes most consistently. And I like the athlete elusive back. They usually turn to that speed rushing outside linebacker, also come in with some pretty good stats. So we have a bunch of them here. And then also probably what's going to be most common is going to be the run stopping athlete middle linebacker. I talk about it in damn near every video. The best archetype in the game. But if you move them to outside linebacker, it's usually their highest position, but it usually also turns them into a speed rushing linebacker. So this is kind of where you most commonly see it. So we're at position change week. We're going to sort by the athletes so we can actually change their position. And you see we got our run stoppers and also our elusive backs. And what we're going to do here, all of these guys, first guy we click on, you see if we move him to outside linebacker, he will convert into a speed rusher. And we're going to do that. See what happened. Well, we know what's going to happen. He's not going to develop. It's not really supposed to be in this game. It's a couple other examples of this, man, where like guys are not supposed to be that archetype. If you ever see a slot receiver, like their archetype is just called slot, they're glitched. They're not supposed to be a slot receiver. They won't progress. And I want to be clear, it won't be every single one of these athlete middle linebackers that will convert to a speed rusher. It's only some of them. Like you got a guy here, he's a 76 overall. That is good. But we click him and you move him to outside linebacker and he's going to convert to a run stopper. Sometimes they convert to a speed rusher. This situation, he's going to convert to a run stopper. So we're just going to keep him at middle linebacker. It'll happen most of the time, but sometimes you get that. So we moved all of the middle linebackers. Now let's move all the elusive backs. I just want to show y'all, you click here, you move them to outside linebacker, and they're going to convert to a speed rushing outside linebacker. So what I'm doing is all of the middle linebackers, I'm moving to right outside linebacker. All the running backs, I'm moving to left outside linebacker, and they'll all convert to that speed rusher there. So only 1 out of those 4 athlete running backs can convert to defense. Some of these athlete running backs, elusive backs, some of them could only play offense. I'm going to show you a guy right here. You click him, and literally he has no defense ability. So it's some of them, not every single one of them. This guy, you got to put him somewhere on offense. So we're going to do that. So this is the setup. We have one left outside linebacker who was the running back. He's a 74 overall speed rusher. And then we have a bunch of right outside linebackers. We have 3 in total who are all speed rushers. So we could also look at these guys and you press triangle on one of these speed rushers. He's a 3-star normal development ratings. It never loads. But the bar, that's pretty much my face cam is covering. Y'all all familiar with it. When that bar fills up, that is how players upgrade. So that bar will still fill up. Even if they play, they don't play, they redshirt. We're going to redshirt all these guys. And they're still going to get them coins in the top right corner. And then they're just going to build them up. But they can't progress them, obviously, because literally no ratings here. But when you do move them to another position, that's when they use all them coins at once. So we're going to sim this whole entire year. It's going to be that red shirt freshman season and see how many skill points they actually get during the season. And probably going to advance one more year, and then we'll actually move them to a proper position, and we're going to see how they overall just shoot up. So we have advanced the year during training results, and let's just see how much these guys went up in overall, or not overall, but how many coins they got, because obviously their overall can't move. And our first guy got 15 coins. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot. Let's see. I feel like that's a good amount of coins, man. I like this because you're able to see actually how much player progression is doing. Our second guy also got 15 coins. I wonder if this is just like a set number. He got 16 coins. Okay. So everyone's a reminder, none of these guys played. This kind of also gives a visual of like how random player progression could be. This guy got 15 coins. And he's the highest overall. So it seems like almost overall is not really impacting how many coins they get. but I think I want to advance another year and just see if I want to see if they get another 15 coins. Like, do they get 30 coins? Let's advance. All right, so we sim one more year of training results. After this season, when we sim again, we're going to actually change their positions, but I just wanted to see. They're at 30. Okay, at least this guy. He's at 30 skill points. So it seems like on average, they're gaining about 15 skill points. This guy's at 19 or 29. Okay, we seeing something consistent here, man. He's at 31. He was at 16, I believe, before. So it looks like he got 15 this off season. Okay, let's look at our last guy, who is going to be the sophomore. He is at 31 also. I believe he was at 15. So he got 16 this go around. All right, interesting. We're learning here, man. We're kind of learning how player progression actually works. Let's advance another year, and then we're going to move some of these guys around. And I think I want to move one of these guys to the offense side of the ball. I think you'll be surprised what happens. All right, so we hit everyone redshirt junior year. And maybe we waited a little bit too long. We can't, if you come in here, they're still at pretty much the same skill points. He played a little bit, so he actually got, a little bit more skill points. So he's at 32, one more than, 31 he was at. But you could do this earlier. You don't have to wait all the way until, their junior year like I did, or their redshirt junior year. But I just wanted to get the most out of them. I just wanted to see, how many skill points they get on average. And I'm glad we saw. So now we can actually move some of these guys around. So the only issue about these guys, we don't know their skill caps because we literally can't see them. So we don't know their skill caps. All we could base it off is, their current ratings, and we're going to move them off of that. Like this guy right here, good finesse moves, or I shouldn't say good, solid finesse moves, solid power move, solid block shedding, good speed. We're moving him to the D-line. I'll tell you that right now. Malik, you're going to the D-line. And, I mean, that's your next best position. Middle linebacker is up there, but we're going to move him to left end, where I imagine he's going to jump up in overall. He's going to be 69 overall, and already got quick jump on, what is that, bronze? Let's go ahead and move this other guy who is a pretty high overall. He is going to be the junior, and his next highest position is going to be middle linebacker. He could also play running back. We could move him to the offensive side of the ball and really just see if he turned into a dog running back. I low-key want to do that. Let's do it. We're going to move him to running back and just see what happens. Move him over to running back. We have two more guys here, man. We have these 3 stars. This guy, he has some pretty good speed. I want to move him to the offense side of the ball, even though he has no offense ability. I just want to test something. I want to see what happens, man. What if I move him to quarterback? Will he become a quarterback? Like, I'm genuinely curious. He's going to be a 12 overall quarterback. I want to see if he actually will develop there. And the last guy we're going to move to, let's move him to safety. We're going to move him to free safety where he'll be a run support, and he'll be a 66 overall. And let's just go ahead and advance this thing, man, and see what happens, because this next week, as y'all know, is going to be training results. So everyone's going to get that boost. They already got the 30 overalls to spend, and then they get another overall boost. And because we moved this one guy to quarterback, I think he should get a crazy boost. And where is he at? I forgot his name, but this is him. He's a 68 overall. I'm like, where is he at? But I forgot his name. And he actually is maxed out as a quarterback. I mean, bad skill caps, but he has more skill points to use, and he completely maxed himself out. Like, I mean, good speed, the awareness, the throw power. I mean, the accuracies are not horrible. The short accuracy is bad, but imagine if he had good skill cap, man. I'm mad we did it with this guy because his skill caps are so horrible. Imagine if he actually had good skill caps. Like, he could actually be a solid quarterback, not great with the 80 throw power, but he could actually be a solid quarterback. If you move him to another position like running back or whatever, reminder, he was just a 12 overall, and he's up to a 68. I mean, you just taught literally someone how to play quarterback. Our other guy that we moved to running back has jumped up to an 89 overall. He's now our best running back in the room, and he's a 4-star impact development, and he could get better as well. Like, he jumped up a lot, and he is still nowhere near maxed out. That's actually a very good player for us. So next, let's look at our left end, Malik, and he's up to an 89, 87 overall before the boost. And normal development 3-star completely maxed out. And he got more skill points to use, but he's maxed out overall. He literally cannot get no better. Finesse moves maxed out 88. Power moves maxed out 85. Strength 79, nothing crazy there. Block shedding 75. Like, but he's maxed out. Like, this is, I feel like this is low-key a little cheat code because you're getting so much coins and you're just able to spend it all at once. As y'all, maybe y'all don't know this, but when you level up, it takes you longer to get unlock these skill points. For example, if you have a 50 overall player, it might take him 1,000 XP to unlock his first skill point. Compared to if you have an 80 overall player, it might take him 5,000 XP to unlock that same skill point. So that's what I'm getting at. And because like they're not able to progress, but they're able to unlock these skill points as a speed rusher, they're able to build so much up. And then when you just spend them all at once, in this situation, you got a guy that's maxed out already, and now he can just use the rest of his skill points on mental abilities or physical abilities, excuse me, and he's just able to, you know, essentially be a demon out there. And where's our last guy? He was a free safety. It's going to be this guy right here, and he is up to an 84 overall, 86 before the boost. Nothing crazy on him. He's only a 3-star, normal development, bad skill caps, but I mean, that's solid progression. He went from literally a 60 all the way up to like an 84, and now he's the best player in the room. So, like, with this method, you're able to almost like put them in hibernation while they're while they're that speed rusher, and then when you advance a year or two, you're able to, okay, what do I need? I need a running back. All right, let me move one of these guys to running back. I know he's going to jump up in overall. He got all these skill points saved up. I know he's going to jump up and be damn near one of our best running backs. Or it's like, oh, I need a safety. Let me just save, wait, and then 2 years from now, when he's actually, got 30 skill points saved up, I can just move him to safety. I know he's going to jump up to the mid-80s. Maybe it's a linebacker. Maybe it's a cornerback. Whatever you need, you're able just to use that player. Like I said, it's almost like hibernation. Reminder, we did this with mostly 3-star players, man. Imagine if you do it with 4-star, 5-star players. And, I mean, you could do it with 3-star players and it still work out pretty well. They skill caps, just as we see, not always great. But definitely something to try. Definitely a trick to add to your bag. And as you're recruiting, just put them guys at that speed rusher and like just save it, man. It's almost like a little investment, man. It's really like an investment. But if y'all learn anything at all in this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching, and click the video on the screen now for my temple rebuild.